well, I say a long time, but it's been maybe a couple of weeks out from now. But welcome back to the channel. Back here with another video for you guys today. Another live stream, I should say. So, football is back. That's right, the Hall of Fame game happened tonight. As a matter of fact, that game just ended a few minutes ago, and even though it was a meaningless preseason game, I watched all of it. Actually enjoyed it a little bit, especially because football is back. The game itself was actually pretty close, so I decided, you know what, today, let me hop on this Madden 18 action and do a live stream. So for this game, of course, I have it queued up right now. I got the Chicago Bears against the Baltimore Ravens, and I decided that I'm going to re-roll with the Ravens in this game. I'm going to stick with the regular uniforms. Now, I've tried to do this before, I'm pretty sure, but I don't think that Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium is in Madden 18. I can't select that stadium to play in, but let me quickly check and see. Nope, it goes immediately to the just the Vikings and then the Bears stadium. So that's where we're kind of at right now. It's unfortunate that the Hall of Fame stadium, Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, isn't in this Madden, but my guess is that it's not in any of the new Madden games because it just got renovated really for the 2016 season, even though that year they technically canceled the game because they didn't have the field like properly ready or something. That was between the Packers and the Indianapolis Colts. It was going to be a game between those two teams, but they didn't play. So that's what's going on today. I just want to do a little live stream tonight. Also to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about what's going on. So obviously Madden 19, as all of the graphics are coming up on the screen, basically advertising all of Madden 19's new stuff. Really surprised that that's coming out August 10th. Because usually I feel like Madden, the new Madden games come out not really until like maybe the middle of August, which technically I guess you could count the 10th as mid-August, but at the same time, that's still not exactly the time where usually Madden comes out. Sometimes I feel like during the actual first week of the preseason, maybe the second week of the preseason, it might come out. But sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But Madden 19 comes out on the August 10th, and I will be buying it, despite how some people are already trashing it. There's stuff about Colin Kaepernick, his name being edited out of a song or something. But whatever, I'm not going to talk about that stuff today. I will admit, I have been checking out a couple of clips from the new long shot mode because some YouTubers have been able to get exclusive footage of that because they went down to EA Sports and they captured footage early before even any of that stuff was released to the public, of course. And it looks pretty interesting. Long Shot Homecoming looks very interesting. And I'm debating about whether I want to do a live stream on that or not. If you guys want me to, let me know maybe down in the comments section. Just let me know. Because I wouldn't be opposed to doing a live stream of that. I think that actually would be pretty fun to do. Although during that live stream, I'll really try to keep myself quiet, just so y'all can hear the dialogue, because I figure that y'all will want to hear that. Y'all will want to hear Devin Wade and Colt Cruz and all the rest of the people in the story talking, which is perfectly fine. I understand that. Of course, during these gameplays, y'all are going to hear my voice a little bit more, which y'all have been hearing. But let's get the Hall of Fame game underway. And I am playing with updated rosters for the 2018 season. This updated roster I got is pretty good. I haven't checked out any new updates since training camp has started and everything like that, but I would assume this roster is still pretty accurate because with the Ravens, Michael Crabtree, shout out to the former Red Raider, he's on the team now. Lamar Jackson, of course, is a rookie. Kind of debating whether I want to roll with Lamar Jackson maybe in for like a couple of series or something of that nature, but we'll see about that. So let's go ahead and get this started. We got 1st and 10, ball at the 28-yard line. Let's roll with Flacco and let's see what we can do. I thought Crabtree was going to be open over the middle. Let me see if I can scramble with Flacco. I can, and that's going to be a pretty big first down. Got an injury timeout, though, on the field. I don't really know who got hurt on the play, but we'll check on that later. But that was a big-time scramble by Joe Flacco. If Lamar Jackson was in the game, he probably would have been able to get out of there quicker, but hey, you got the franchise quarterback Joe Flacco rolling out there. That's not a big deal to me. So I am going to continue the Dallas Cowboy franchise that I have with updated rosters. That's not going anywhere. I've been really busy for the last couple of weeks with all of my writing assignments and some other things going on, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to live stream. I'm going to keep Yonda in the game. It looks like he's not hurt too bad. So during this weekend, I'm actually going to maybe crank out a lot more live streams. As a matter of fact, I might live stream tomorrow night and on Saturday night as well to really get that Madden, to get that that Dallas Cowboys franchise wrapped up. Because those of y'all that have checked out my live streams before, I have been simming, well not simming, but going through the whole season of the 2017 schedule technically with the Cowboys updated roster. I've skipped some weeks during that, but I want to continue to, that series. I don't want it to go anywhere simply because, you know, every movie's got to have an ending, and that's kind of in a way a movie, so it's got to have an ending to the season, regardless of whether the team wins the Super Bowl or not. So for those of y'all watching, what did you think about the Hall of Fame game? Personally, I was just watching it because I wanted to watch some football for the first time since February. Even really the first day of February. I feel like, you know, February, the first 2 days, there was football to talk about, and then it was just gone. There was no live football. So that's the Ravens right there. Oh, I forgot they had Willie Snead too, former Saints. That's a pretty good pickup for them. Yeah, 3rd and inches here. We're just going to pound the ball with Alex Collins up the middle, see if he can get the first down. And we do. And a couple of more yards. He kind of wasn't down for a couple seconds there, but got the first down. It was just great to see some live football tonight. I'm not going to lie. I'm a huge football fan. I'll watch football even if it isn't the Cowboys or Texas Tech, just because I'm a football fanatic, and that's the way I've always been for really ever since I got into sports. So, oh, I didn't know Crabtree didn't catch that pass. But it was exciting to watch some football. And there's more to come. Finally, we have fully reached football season. Like when the Hall of Fame game happens every year, it's the first preseason game of the NFL season. That's when you know football has arrived. No more scrimmages, you know, spring games in college during the springtime and all that stuff to keep you occupied with football. It's real football. It may have been a lot of turnovers, and there were a lot of turnovers in tonight's Hall of Fame game, not going to lie. As we complete the pass to Hurst, the rookie tight end, for the first touchdown of the game, and we get a little dance in the end zone. Great pass by Flacco, and the Ravens are on the board first. But, yeah, there were a lot of interceptions thrown. As a matter of fact, the first 2 possessions were back-to-back interceptions thrown by Chase Daniel and Robert Griffin III. I'll tell you guys what, I can't remember the last time that I saw RG3 starting an NFL game. I know it was a preseason game, but it still counts, I guess, as a start, you could call it. But I didn't even know Robert Griffin was totally out of football in all of 2017. I know he was with the Browns in 2016. I thought he was still actually with the Browns in 2017, but I guess they cut him before the season. I completely whiffed on that. Then again, I don't remember entirely what the default rosters looked like when I got Madden 18 because I was kind of late to the party because I got a PS4 for Christmas. But it was interesting to see RG3 out there again. He was actually making some plays. He threw a touchdown early in the game. And Lamar Jackson looked pretty good, I thought. So it was a dull game. Although it was a 1-point win. At one point, I thought the game was going to go into overtime, and I was thinking, first football game back since February, and we might go into overtime. That would have been fun. So yeah. So this is going to be a relatively shorter live stream than I've done before, just because I'm going to do just this one game, and then I'm going to kind of call it a night. Mistimed the hit stick there, but no big deal. First down given up to Taylor Gabriel over the middle. But yeah, it's not going to be that long of a live stream tonight. I'm just going to do this game just to kind of play the whole thing game myself. Of course, the only difference is I'm playing with starters, and no starters played in that game tonight. But still just wanted to play it because it's a ball, and these rosters are updated, so it's kind of like I'm already playing with Madden 19. You know, based on the clips I've looked at in Longshot Homecoming and how in-depth it looks with some of the gameplays and everything like that, I really am hoping that some of that stuff carries over to franchise mode. Now, EA Sports promised this off-season when they were talking about Madden that they were really going to upgrade some stuff with franchise. It's not going to be like those the squares or the boxes like we had for Madden 18. But at the same time, I don't really know what they're going to do with franchise. Maybe they'll have like some stills of coaches in your office or something like that. Like, that's one of the things I've heard about that they probably will have. But you know, I'm just not 100% sure. I don't know if that's going to be something that they're going to have, first of all. And if they do have it, is it going to be, you know, is it actually going to be any better than what we had previously? I wish that also the news side was more in depth, because on the news side of the franchise mode, you know, you have some real life NFL personalities like Peter Schrader, who's on Good Morning Football. Skip Bayless is on there too. They're delivering news and they're giving some of their opinions on stuff. And it is like, you know, reading like a Twitter feed, but it's just not as in depth. I just wish that there would be like, oh, fumble! Well, one of the linemen picks it up. Well, doesn't matter. That's going to be a 4th down, I believe. So we forced the Bears into a punt. Big hits on there laid by, I don't know who that was. Let me see it again. Was that Suggs? No, it was number 48. I think that was that rookie linebacker that the Ravens drafted. On Wassor, I believe. On Wassor, yeah. He's on the he's on the punt return team right now. But yeah, hopefully some of the stuff from Longshot is carried over to franchise, because I feel like that'd be something easy for EA Sports to do. You know, there's stuff that was great about the old Maddens that EA Sports really, I just feel, needs to bring back. And it's amazing when you look at what stuff EA Sports offered in earlier Maddens, and that was like 2004, 2005 with owner mode and all that new stuff. And it's 2018, and it's like we've been left in the dark with some of these new modes and just overall new things. And you can't even say new, because nothing really seems like it's changed in franchise over the last couple of Maddens. We got dropped behind the line. Well, I guess we technically did. It looks like we actually gained a yard. I should have gone more up the middle with Alex Collins on the run, but whatever. So, that's just where we are, I feel like, with Madden. EA Sports is just a little bit lazier. They're not really putting the same efforts that 2K is. Now, I know 2K and EA Sports, Tiburon, are different companies completely, but EA Sports is just lazier. You know, I like the long shot mode, but you know, you don't get to customize Devin or Colt, and that's just something that I feel like would make that mode even better. If you could start, you know, because today's Madden has the ability for you to create a player from scratch and make him into an NFL superstar. Basically like Superstar mode, although you're not in depth with like your agent and other things like that. The old Madden NFL Superstar was great. But if you were able to basically create a guy from scratch in Connected Franchise, create your own player and have him go through an NFL career, and then you had the elements from Devin Wade's long shot mode incorporated, I feel like that would be awesome. That would be so in-depth, because I've seen some of the clips. Like, the very first scene of the long shot mode, I don't want to spoil anybody, but then again, if you have subscribed to some big-time YouTube sports gamers, you probably have seen some of the stuff that they've leaked already. So this may or may not be spoilers. But they have the Good Morning Football crew with Nate Burleson and everybody from NFL Network. And they're talking about Devin Wade and Colt Cruz and what they're doing. So it's like, why can't we have that for connected franchise? It just really baffles my mind that EA Sports doesn't want to. I guess it's not like they don't want to. Maybe they just don't have the tools for it. Maybe they're just not about that life. I don't really know. But we'll see what happens. By the way, for those of y'all commenting, I can't see it right now because I don't like to have the comments on the right side of the screen enabled just because I like to have a full screen when I'm playing this game. It just makes it a lot easier. But when the game gets to halftime, I'll take a look at the comment section and get back to some of you guys because I want to be the YouTuber that interacts with my followers and anybody who's watching or commenting on my live streams. I just want to be more interactive with people. That's what I think about. So we're about at the 2-minute warning, but I want to get this snap off, and we get a first down completion to John Brown, and we are at the 2-minute warning now. Ravens have a 7-0 lead, and try to get some more points on this drive. As you see Crabtree going over to talk with John Harbaugh. Matter of fact, this actually might be a good time for me to take a look at the comments section and see what people are talking about here at the moment. Actually, I'll check it out later because we just got back to action. But I will get that at halftime. Don't worry about it. Okay. I don't really like this play. Let's go to the quick slants here. See if Crabtree can get open over the middle on the left side. He wasn't quite open. I got plenty of time in the pocket. Maybe I can do some magic here. Let me just throw it to square. He didn't catch it in bounds. I thought he had it. I guess not. That was a close one. That was Crabtree. Man, I was just like waiting for him to come open on that slant route over the middle, and he finally got open, but he was just standing in the corner waiting like, hey, I was open, I'm right, give me the ball. Alright. Let's go with a bootleg. See if somebody can get open there on that right side. Hurst is I should have went downfield, but there was pretty good coverage down there in the end zone. I didn't want to risk anything. For those of y'all that watch my live streams, you know I throw way too many interceptions with Dak. So I don't want to do that. I just don't feel like doing that with Joe Flacco, who, by the way, I think has a better overall than Dak in this game. Well, didn't get the first down on that play, but oh well. So the Bears called a timeout, and we're going to go ahead and kick this 25-yard field goal just to be safe. And the kick is up. Justin Tucker nails it, and Ravens lead 10-zip. So now we got to play on defense. You can stop Chicago. I know Ravens and Bears fans were excited to watch their teams in action tonight. By the way, y'all, I haven't really talked to you about this, but I actually have visited the Hall of Fame on 2 occasions. I went in 2010 to the enshrinement ceremony for Emmitt Smith and Jerry Rice, and there were some other great legends inducted in that class. And I saw the Hall of Fame game between the Cowboys and the Bengals. Of course, that was the kickoff to what was a very forgettable season with the Cowboys going 6-10 and having Romo out for the entire year, breaking his back. As I give up a big pass play to Deion Sims right there. And of course Chicago's in business right now with that big play. And they got out of bounds too. They didn't even have to burn one of their timeouts. They have 2 left. But yeah, I went to that, and then I went back in the spring of 2015 to just visit the museum, because when I went in 2010, I was able to go into the museum for a little bit, me and my dad. But we were more there for all of the dinners and, well, not dinners, but like, you know, opportunities to go to the museum. We were there, of course, for the enshrinement on Saturday night. The game was on Sunday at the time. So, yeah, but that was a ton of fun. But I went back in 2015 mainly to go through the museum, and the people there really mean it when they say that it takes you, you know, maybe 2 to 3 hours to really go through that whole museum. It really does. But the Hall of Fame is a great place to visit. For any football fan, it's a great place to go visit. They've added more exhibits now. I'm pretty sure they probably even added more exhibits because of the stadium being renovated now. Of course, I haven't been since 2015, but I'm sure they've added more to that stadium and more of everything. So, you know, that's it's a great place to go. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend checking it out if you're a football fan. Of any team, because every NFL team has some relics in that museum. Even recent ones, like Dak and Zeke, already have their jerseys enshrined there. Honestly, I think it's a bit too early to be having them in the Hall of Fame, if you ask me, for any reason. Because they've only played 2 years in the NFL, and Zeke hasn't even played a full 2 seasons technically because he missed 6 games last year. But anyway. Alright, I'm going to try to... Oh, he grabbed me around my freaking... Oh, man. He grabbed me around the face mask and Flacco got sacked. Well, that's not ideal. I better call it... Oh. Shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Call a timeout. Don't know why I didn't call a timeout earlier, but I didn't, so anyway. Alright. We still got time, but I don't want to take any risk downfield, because if I do, Chicago can just kick an easy field goal and get on the board, and I don't want to give them momentum. Crabtree might be open. He is. And that is a first down catch out of bounds. Yep. All right. Flacco over 100 yards. Not bad. It was a great throw by Flacco. Let me just say this. Lamar Jackson didn't... I mean, people, you know, see that Lamar Jackson threw a touchdown pass tonight in the Hall of Fame game, but, you know, how well is he going to do when he's playing against the Steelers and the Browns? I mean, I say Browns, the Bengals, and all the good teams in the AFC North. You know, I really don't think Lamar Jackson's going to be ready for a couple of years. I feel like that the Ravens are trying to treat Lamar Jackson the same way that the Kansas City Chiefs did with Patrick Mahomes last year. Mahomes was on the bench for the entire year. And once they felt like he was ready to take over, they traded Alex Smith. And I feel like that may be the similar situation that they do. As a matter of fact, I think Chris Collinsworth alluded to that during the broadcast tonight, that if Flacco maybe doesn't perform well this year, maybe he gets hurt again because he had a bad back going into camp last year, and I think that hurt the Ravens' chances. Let's see what the penalty is right here. I think it'll be on the Chicago Bears. Yeah, it will be. It's a face mask. I think it's on... oh, no, it's on Roquan Smith, who, by the way, is not in camp. He is holding out. They pointed that out a couple of times during tonight's broadcast. So yeah, apparently it's some kind of unwritten rule or something. But yeah, Joe Flacco should continue to be the franchise quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens, because, I mean, this is a guy who's led the Ravens to a championship. If you've led a team to a championship, I'll call a timeout here and go ahead and kick the field goal to go up 13-zip. And you were the MVP of the Super Bowl. I feel like that you should be elected mayor of that city. Flacco should just run for mayor of Baltimore, if you ask me. based on what he's done there. He's the franchise. That's the way I feel. But the Ravens are up 13-zip in my version of the Hall of Fame game, you could call it. And during this brief break, let me go and take a look at the comments section and see who's all commenting right now. Let me see if anybody's asking me any questions.
So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Midway through the first quarter, Flacco finding his mark in coverage, and he kept up the long drive with a touchdown.
Mr. Pennsylvania, what's good? Yeah, what's up, man? You a Philadelphia Eagles fan, bro? If you are, congratulations, for real. How do you Crabtree and Brown and all? Okay.
lined up at their own 25-yard line before being tackled.
I don't know who's... Somebody's apparently calling me out to say I'm trash, but whatever.
So that's it for us. We'll go back now under the lights for the...
I will tell you guys that I don't respond to negative comments, so your comments will be ignored. I am sorry. Now I'm kind of new to the YouTube live streaming game, so yeah. So here we go in the third quarter. Here come the Bears.
Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you get...
All right, Ravens defense back on the field, and Trubisky's rolling. Oh, he was right there. I was wanting to hit stick Trubisky, but he slid right before I could do it. All right. Okay. Jordan Howard got a juke and he got a first down as well.
5-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
Looking forward to the Hall of Fame speeches on Saturday. Honestly, I think Ray Lewis is the one I may be looking the most forward to just because of his passion and emotion. Ray Lewis is one of my favorite NFL players. I mean, he's the kind of guy that I feel like if I saw him across the room, or maybe he was just in a room with me, he could motivate me to do anything just by talking to me. I really feel like he could, and I feel like if he was a guy, if you had a guy like that at work who was that intense about his job and what he was doing, he could probably motivate you to run through a brick wall to get what you want as far as your goals in life. That's what I feel like about Ray Lewis. Brian Urlacher was another guy I loved too. I didn't even know, several years after I really started watching football, I didn't even know that Urlacher played at New Mexico. Because you don't hear, because nowadays you don't really hear a lot of players coming out of New Mexico as being, you know, a powerhouse program. And I think Brian Urlacher really put them on the map. So I've always thought that was pretty cool with him. And he's definitely one of the toughest linebackers that I've ever seen play in the NFL. Nothing but respect for Urlacher. That's a great name, though. Urlacher. Brian Urlacher, that's a linebacker name if I've ever seen.
That's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
You know, during the broadcast, they talked a little bit about, you know, Terrell Owens not making the trip. I've talked about it before on some previous live streams, but I just think it's a decision that he'll regret. Because, you know, that's something that every NFL player lives for, is I get sacked. They live to... You know, players, they live to win the Super Bowl, of course. But one of the ultimate goals for every player is to make it into the Hall of Fame. So, yeah. And Terrell Owens is deciding not to go. That really is just baffling. And I can't remember the last time that a Hall of Famer did that. I really can't. If you guys know in the comments, let me know. Like when the last time it happened. All right, 3rd down and 17.
Maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, come on, Flacco. Circle is got Snead open, aggressive. Oh, he almost got it off the ricochet. Dang it.
Toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading.
Almost had it.
Figure out what they're doing, and
I'm just punting it away here.
They had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath.
Deep in our own territory, punting this ball, but
in this case, though, they're not
it's a
able
decent
to get
punt.
it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but
I laid out the hit stick, but the first guy got contact.
60 yards, 6-0, and the Bears
All right,
take over.
back on defense with the Ravens.
They go with Howard to begin the drive.
Well, this time, there we go. Nice hit by Weddle.
This one up to about the 38. A good run there on first down.
I wish in Madden that Eric Weddle's beard was accurate. And by accurate, I mean like 2 feet long. Because literally, I was watching him on the sidelines tonight. His beard is legitimately like 3 feet long. I don't know how his chin strap, I don't know how he's able to fit it all in his chin strap. I really don't know how. You know, I wonder if the players in the locker room for the Ravens say, oh, you know, you need to get that beard insured or something like that. And if I was Eric Weddle, I would totally do that. I would totally insure it for like millions of dollars. because you know, the beard holds all of the Ravens' secrets. If I had a beard game like that, I would, I'd feel pretty good about myself. It's kind of funny though, because when I remember Eric Weddle in his earlier days before he played for the Ravens, like when he was with the Chargers and everything, his beard wasn't that long. I feel like he didn't really start growing it until he got started to get respected as one of the best safeties in the NFL, which he is, and I still think he is. I hope in Madden 19 that his beard is like 3 feet long, like it is in real life.
First, they go right back to Howard. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like
Eric Weddle, fear the beard.
They've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth so far.
I don't know why I exaggerated his 3 feet long. I don't know how long Eric Weddle's beard is. But it legitimately looks like it's 3 feet long. It looks like it's half of his face. More than half of his face.
Maybe the 31 as the defense rallies quickly.
All right, so we got to stop there, and it's now third and, well, the quarter's going to wind down, and then it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
Feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it?
Yep, into the 3rd quarter.
The defense was at 5 straight runs.
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I don't know about Lamar Jackson being overhyped. It was just one preseason game, and, you know, you really can't make any conclusions, but we'll see. A few years down the road, who knows? We may be talking about Lamar Jackson as being one of the greatest dual-threat QBs of all time. I think the potential is there, but I just don't know yet. So 4th down, and yep, they're going to go for it.
Some chances, but I don't know that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Oh, they didn't even pick me up. Oh, fumble, get that! Yes! Let's go, Mosley. Oh, don't get caught, Mosley. Don't get caught. Yeah! Touchdown! Nice. Sack fumble on Trubisky and the scoop and score by Mosley.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one.
Pretty sloppy blocking there. Well, that was Henry that came in there with the sack and the fumble. Sack and the strip. There we go. And CJ Mosley. That's a beast if I've ever seen one. They want us to go for 2? Gladly. Keep the pressure on him. Go inside zone here with Collins. See if he can get this in the end zone. Yes! 2-point conversion is good. Ravens up 21-zip. Start of the fourth quarter. Thanks to the scoop and score by Mosley.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices.
You know, if any Ravens fans are watching the stream, y'all should have been in the playoffs last year for real. Y'all have a good defense, and Joe Flacco, I think, is one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league. I remember last week of the regular season, after I finished watching my Cowboys beat the Eagles 6-0 in what was the worst game I think I saw of the season and of maybe my whole time watching football, because it was a 6-0 game and basically no team wanted to be out there playing. I flipped to CBS, and the first thing they're talking about is what the Bengals just did to the Ravens in Baltimore. And I was like, what? Andy Dalton hit Tyler Boyd for a game winner? It's like, yeah. I was like, oh my goodness, that is insane. That was one of those crazy last-second NFL moments that, you know, just happens. Of course, because of that, the Buffalo Bills went to the playoffs and the Ravens didn't. But, you know, they win that game. They're in the playoffs, so they're not, like, far removed. So I think the Ravens are going to be good next year. Next year is already here. This year, I should say, technically, because they've played a game. It was a meaningless preseason game in Canton, Ohio, but it was still a game.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Get the sack. Oh, how did he get out of that?
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 11 yards that time and a
Man,
new set of downs.
How did Trubisky get out of that? No, we're gonna check this out again. Oh man. Well, I mean, Kyle Long is one of the best guards in the league, so you know I can understand if it's tough to get off the block, but Williams has him dead to rights, and you know Long shoves him back, and Long, you know, shoves him out of the way, and Williams isn't even going for him anymore. And then, you know, Trubisky just escapes out of it, gets out of splits between them, and the next thing you know, he's running downfield. Number 99 just continues to engage with Massey, and yeah, EA Sports mechanics of this game sometimes. But it is what it is. I can see why some people say Madden is becoming trash, but
looking to throw Trubisky on first down.
I don't care. Madden is a game that I buy every year, and it's really one of the only games I buy every year because I'm a big sports game guy. That pass got lofted over Levine Sr.'s head, and that was a first down for Sims. All right, we gotta tighten up on defense here. Bears are creeping. All right, let's get some pressure. Okay, we got to stop, and it's 2nd and 2.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard
2nd and 3, I should say.
7 yards. The pickup on the pitch and catch.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to
first down to the Bears. Well, they're going to get some garbage points. Might have to resolve to that.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up the first down.
Come on. Pick it. Yes! Shut the door on that opportunity. Let's go, Jimmy Smith. Don't let Trubisky get you. He's gone. Touchdown, Ravens. Pick 6. 2 defensive touchdowns in this one. Let's go.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
Bad throw by Trubisky.
Athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw.
All right, 28 zip.
To the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So the defense creating some
And
points.
the Ravens are rolling now.
But then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Deep.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep.
Go.
He'll get across the 20 before he's brought down.
Stopped him at the 23-yard line, and another chance on defense.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit.
Y'all, okay, Jimmy Smith on the coverage again. I thought he was going to get pass interference called on him on that play. He was kind of hugging the guy. Oh, wait, no, I don't like this defense. Let's go cover 2 minutes by. Shift it.
And give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That Suggs coming up the middle. Let's see if we can get something going with him.
Second and 10.
Suggs, get off your block. Oh, all right. Well, we'll just get a sack with. Get a sack. There we go.
And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast.
There we go.
But a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Ravens defense playing well in this one. 2 minutes to go in this one. And Ravens have a 28-0 lead. On our way to a victory in this one, guys.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Oh, Lord Crispy for the win. I didn't even know that was you who did that Lamar Jackson comment, man. Hey, what's up? I remember you from the other stream. The Bears are booty, yeah. They are booty, man. No lie.
And the offense now will try to
based on tonight, they didn't look so good. Then again, I know Trubisky didn't play. I know Howard didn't play, but with a new coach, new everything, you just got to think that the Bears are going to be bringing up the rear again in the NFC North. But for real, Lord Chris for the win. Yeah, I remember you from, I think one of the first live streams that I did with the Cowboys franchise. You had a lot of comments about Earl Thomas, man. And apparently that's still possible. I don't know if you saw what he said on the Players Tribune today, but yeah, some pretty interesting developments over in Seattle. Really crazy of what Earl Thomas wants. Extension or trade me, that's what he said. As Levine Sr. does a little basketball shot. And he came just right on the blitz up the middle and got Trubisky. And Trubisky hasn't been able to do anything against this Ravens defense. Second and 22. Can we get another sack? Well, no, we can't. Well, let's just... oh, how are you still up? Okay, well, he fell down. Okay, I thought he was about to avoid the hit and just get up and keep moving. And I was about to trash Madden's physics once again. But he gained 7 yards, so I was like, okay. I was about to yell into the mic, like, how are you still alive? But no, not that time. Come on, get off your block. Let's get Trubisky again. Oh my God, we left him open. Wow, Robinson got way open over the middle. Way too open.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just
blocks, hit stick, no, this time it. But Eric Weddle is in there again. Beard the beard. All right, no huddle time for the Bears. Oh, that was way off. Finger wag by 23 there. I forget who that is. Yeah, I don't know the Ravens roster as well as my Cowboys, so forgive me. Any Ravens fans watching, checking out this live stream. Thank you to everybody who's checked out this live stream and commented. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Trubisky now to throw on third down.
Oh, good hit, Jimmy Smith. Way to knock that ball loose.
Incomplete.
All right, 4th and 3 for the Bears. This is their last gasp. I mean, this game is over, but they're still going to go. Oh no, are they really attempting a field goal? I guess they are. Yep, they're attempting a field goal just because I guess they want to get points. All right, let's see if we can get in there and block the ball. Block it, come on. He just got it. Well, no shutout on tonight's live stream, boys. and girls, women too, if y'all are checking this out. So no shutout tonight.
Hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg.
Bears get on the board with a 28 field goal, and it's 28-3 right now. Trying to break that tackle up the middle, but it's not going to work. So looks like the Ravens, just like they did tonight in the Hall of Fame game, are going to walk out of here with a victory by a bigger margin, of course. Joe Flacco's played well today. 145 yards, 1 touchdown, 13-18, no picks. Never put the ball in harm's way, so pretty solid game for Mr. Flacco. Threw a touchdown to the rookie James Hurst, just like in real life tonight. He caught a touchdown from Lamar Jackson. All right, so we'll just take a knee, run out the clock. Bears are not using any of their timeouts, which is good. And we're just going to walk out of here with a win. Three, 2, 1, and this one is over.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out,
once again, those of y'all that checked out this live stream and commented, thank you very much. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I am going to do some more live streaming tomorrow night and Saturday night as well to wrap up my Dallas Cowboys franchise mode with the updated rosters for just the one season. Just to pass the time before Madden 19 hits store shelves next weekend. A 28-3 win by the Ravens. So once again, thank you everybody for commenting, and subscribing. Really do appreciate it. Checking out some of the highlights from the game. Not really much on the Bears side. They only scored 3 points. Joe Flacco was on tonight, throwing that touchdown to the rookie James Hurst. Defense had 2 touchdowns. One was a fumble recovery for a touchdown by C.J. Mosley. Other one was a pick 6 by Jimmy Smith. So the Ravens defense showed out.
You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so.
All right, let's go ahead and check out the player stats really quick. So for quarterbacks, Trubisky actually passed for more yards than Flacco, 157. 66.2 quarterback rating. He threw an interception and he fumbled. Rushing, leading rusher was for the whole game was Jordan Howard, 55 yards. Alex Collins only had 22 yards on 6 carries. John Brown was the leading receiver with 48 yards, 4 catches. Excuse me, his name is Hayden Hurst, not James Hurst, excuse me. A rookie out of South Carolina. He had a touchdown and was his only catch. Crabtree had 4 receptions, 43 yards. Willie Snead had 3 catches for 32 yards. Robinson, 3 for 57. Trey Burton had 48 yards receiving. Defense, total tackles. Anthony Levine Sr. led the way. And of course, Jimmy Smith had that pick 6. Tucker was perfect. So that's going to about wrap it up. I'm going to exit out of the game and wrap up this live stream for tonight. It was definitely great to see some football on again tonight. But anyway, that's going to about do it. Thank you very much for checking out this live stream. I will see y'all in the next video, hopefully tomorrow. So until then, I will talk to you guys then. Y'all have a good night, and I'm out.